Man, let the beat ride.
Welcome everybody to episode 12 of Hi Chicago. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all your support, for all your love, for all your feedback. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. It's episode 12, right? So let me do a quick introduction, everybody. I'm your boy Sean, hosting the show. I got my boy Aaron. Aaron, how you feeling, bro? You good? Everything smooth?
I'm all right. I'm tired, but I'm going to persevere.
Appreciate that, man. You're not hangry this week, so I appreciate that as well. Next up, we got our girl MC, Mary Claire. What's good? How are you?
Hey, what's up? I'm good.
Nice to see you.
Sunday.
Returning for back-to-back episodes. Again, Shayla. Shayla, you are part of our highest viewed episode ever. The people loved you, so we naturally had to have you back again. Thank you for joining us again. We appreciate you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Good to see you. And then we have the return of the homie, Joshua Vincent, JV. What's up, bro? Welcome back, baby.
Squad, gang. What's good? How y'all doing?
Whoa, you got a whole new setup, man. You got new headphones that look even cheaper than the other ones. You got a nice setup, which is cool. It's good to see you, though, bro. I appreciate you stepping your game up a half notch.
Probably didn't see that on camera.
So let's dive in. Let's dive in, right? Let's talk about the most controversial for some reason / dopest video I've seen in a really long time, WAP. All right, featuring Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. Okay, so for me, the video was cold. The video goes hard. Visuals pop. Dancing was on point. I love when two female superstars collab like that because they always make magic. You feel me? Now, granted, the lyrics are filthy as shit, but I was still here for it. You feel me? Now, on the other side of that, I'm not a woman, and I'm not somebody who's going to go out shaking my ass. So I thought the song overall, not that great. But video was solid. Shayla, what did you think about the video?
As a huge Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion fan, I loved it. Loved everything about it. I don't have one real negative thing to say about it. I mean, these are two rappers who stuck to what they do. You know, they didn't veer far away from what they normally rap about.
Right,
I love the raunchiness of it, and it's my favorite. I have streamed the song. I don't even know how many times. I bought the autographed vinyl.
Oh, damn.
Watched
Yes.
That was fast.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I bought a copy for me and one of my sisters. So yeah, I'm a huge fan. I love it.
All right. Aaron, what you think of it, bro? Decent video? Decent lyrics?
I like the video, and I actually like the song too, Sean, so I got to disagree.
That doesn't shock me, though. That's fine. Go ahead.
It's fine. Anyway, Meg Thee Stallion's flow was on point.
I swear to God.
Tell you, boy. And then if you listen to the song, it's not that much different from what both of these artists do. It's maybe just a little more vulgar, but overall, I do think the song is a bop.
Okay, fair enough. Now, JV, question for you, bro.
Yes,
so
sir.
society has a big problem with this video and the lyrics, right? From a male perspective and a female perspective, right? Just women being sexual is like so taboo. Why do you think that is? And do you agree with that or do you disagree with that?
I slightly disagree with that. I didn't think that it was so controversial in that sense. If you think about it, Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, they're not doing anything such as reinventing the wheel. I come from the time of Lil' Kim, and Lil' Kim, she used to, say
Exactly.
a lot of stuff, things that I wouldn't even really want to repeat here in my parents' home. But
Was I the only one not upset that Lil' Kim and like Missy Elliott didn't make cameos in that music video as well? No?
maybe.
After seeing it, I was like, wow, okay.
It would have been nice to see. I would have liked to see Nicki Minaj in it as well. I know that she got some.
That's never gonna happen.
I know it may never happen, but to answer your question though, Sean, I didn't necessarily think that it was such a societal problem. There were a couple of people who are running.
More than a couple. Don't do that. Go ahead.
Wait, no. I'm saying there were a few people who are running under the Republican ticket that made statements about Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. I did see that. There is also a rapper who made a comment about OnlyFans, but that wasn't any correlation to what Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B had going on. There were people who maybe felt that way, but I don't think that they really listened to a lot of hip hop music, because if they did, again, if you go way back in time, people like Lil' Kim, Trina, all of them have all made songs very provocative, very vulgar. You know, they made their entire careers off of that. So for people to try to act like this is brand new for some reason, I'm a little surprised by that. But I will say, just to, you know, be real quick, one reason people may have an issue, especially if you see political people making comments about Cardi B and they don't even listen to hip hop. Remember, Cardi B was the person who invited Bernie Sanders onto her Instagram live and was talking about, hey, why should we vote for Joe Biden? Because we need to get Trump up out of there. So it could be a reason because of that. But overall, if people are acting like, oh my goodness, I can't believe Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, what did you think they were going to do? Sing a gospel song? So, I mean, come on. Like, you know, what did you...
soon.
You know, right. What do you think they was going to say? You know, so worship and praise, is that what WAP stands for?
That's exactly.
Oh, no.
Oh, you know.
No. Say, there's going to be some church that's going to commandeer that WAP.
You already
actually, real quick, I actually heard that at church, so that's where I got that from.
Oh, no.
Wrap it up by saying, Sean, I'm surprised people are having such a, oh my goodness, you know, I mean, hip-hop female artists have been doing this forever, even way before our time. They've been doing this.
So I agree with that, right? So let me hear from Mary Claire first, and then Shayla, right? So JV mentioned that Republicans said some shit about it, right? I feel like they always got some shit to say for no reason sometimes as well, right? So Deanna Lorraine, who's a Republican politician, said that Cardi and Meg wound up setting the entire female gender back 100 years. Mary Claire, do you agree with that? Do you disagree?
I hate that statement so much. When I was in college, people used to throw that around, not only to women, but to other backgrounds. Like, do one thing, oh my God, you are now the poster child for XYZ, and you just set them back 100 years. I hate when people say that, because it doesn't set us back 100 years. If anything, it shows how far we've come, and we are embracing it, and power to the women. I mean, come on, like, pardon my language, but pussy is power. And if anything in that video,
can we say that on this channel?
I don't know. But
No, wait.
I mean, we are.
No. I think
I'm just saying.
I made a list of words that we.
Oh my God, we're not revisiting that list.
but
anyway, I'm so proud of that video, because I was vibing the whole time, and at not one point was I like, oh, she went too far. No, she went plenty. She went plenty.
Okay, Shayla?
I was proud of it.
I think that I just don't see, like JV said earlier, I really don't see what the issue is, because these lyrics are not even really like that bad. Like, for instance, he brought up Trina. You think about what Trina has said, especially in her song, you know, you don't know Nan, like, it doesn't.
Classic.
It doesn't compare. It doesn't. But I absolutely loved it. I don't think that it sets women back at all. Women need to be able to be sexually liberated. They need to be able to, especially Black women, because Black women have been so over-sexualized by white men, by society. We need to be able to take back our sexuality, to own it, to say, this is my body. And women, here's the thing about this that I think angers me the most, is men look at sex as a thing that is for men to enjoy. Women like sex. Women like to talk about sex. There aren't going to be, you know, all these prudes. We're not back in the June Cleaver time. No, women are talking about what they're doing, how they're doing it, how they want it, and how they're going to get it from a man. And if you really think about this, that's all hip hop is mainly men talking about what they want from a female, how they're going to get it. So it's okay, in my opinion, if a woman flips it around and does the same thing. More power to them. Come with more anthems like this.
Exactly.
So Aaron, let me ask you this then, right? So why is it cool for the last, I don't know how many decades, right? When a man's rapping, right, it's bitch this, it's hold that. No one bats an eye. No one bats an eye.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then the Cardi B and Meg start talking about, I don't even know some of the lyrics. I'm saying it was just filth after filth after filth. But then everybody's like, not everybody, but a lot of people like freak out, bro, and call these women like they're useless. They call them bad people. They say like, why are you even a part of our society? Like, they went overboard with the shit.
The reason is power.
Okay.
It feels like they're relinquishing power when you give women that sort of liberty to speak their minds about what they want, about their sexuality. For a long time, men have always been the dominant sex. They run politics. They run the school systems. Everything is patriarchal in a way. And as soon as women started speaking their mind, they felt like they're relinquishing some of that power. Like Shayla said, it felt like sex was just something for men to enjoy, and that's not the truth. Women enjoy sex too, and they want to speak about that sex. When they start doing that, men feel intimidated, and those men
Exactly.
are.
They do. What is it about
Yes.
talking about sex openly that intimidates me so bad?
It's
I mean,
not.
I've met plenty of
normalized,
women,
I guess,
though.
you know?
I've met
Yeah.
plenty of women who feel the same way, but I guess maybe we need to just normalize that.
Yeah, normalize sex talk amongst genders. Like, it doesn't even have to be just sex talk within your own
In
gender group.
general.
But we're in a 5-man weave right now with 2 women and 3 men. We are sitting here openly talking about how this sexualization is affecting how society has affected the ability to talk about sexualization. And it feels like we shouldn't have to hold our words. Mary Claire said pussy. Let that fly.
Come
That's
on.
not
Thank you.
Wait,
Let that
okay.
fly, bro.
If you
She's
spell
talking
let
about
that
the
fly, then
female
I know.
sex organ.
So,
She's
according
talking
to
about
let
the
that
female
fly.
sex organ. It's not like she's calling somebody else that word. She's
Sean,
talking about the female sex organ.
according to the words that we cannot say, we have said that word twice. So the
We are
FCC
one strike away from YouTube canceling us.
I'm pretty much. At this point, we're already canceled.
All right,
But
You know what?
Does
After this
vagina
episode,
better?
I'm gonna start a petition to get that word taken off that list because
okay, that's totally fine.
No
We'll
problem.
talk with the comedian. But
So let me ask you for a question real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To kind of tie back into what you guys are talking about. Have any of you guys ever accidentally listened to a 4-minute song?
Hell no.
Accidentally.
Never. Not
Never.
even once.
I didn't think so,
No.
right? So another Republican, James Bradley, said that number one, he accidentally heard the song, which I was
Right.
like, how for 4 whole minutes? And then he said that those two, Meg and Cardi, are what happens when children are raised without God and without a father figure. Mind you, Meg Thee Stallion's dad passed away when she was 15. So I thought that was really fucked up to say in general. Shayla, what's your thoughts on what James Bradley, Republican ass, had to say?
I saw a tweet that said he probably searches ebony porn, and I believe it.
I saw that on Twitter today too, and I was dying. I was like, yes.
I believe
Oh,
that.
my God.
You don't, like you said, you don't accidentally listen to a song for 4 minutes. And I believe he said he watched the video too.
Come on
and
now.
Was
Come on,
that
sir,
Come
you
on,
like
James.
what you saw, so you kept watching. You're not
Right.
fooling anybody.
True.
To bring their fathers into it. Cardi's father has been there all the time. So now what? I mean, it just doesn't. That doesn't ring true for this, and he should just shut up and watch his ebony porn in peace. That's all I'm saying.
Agreed.
Or
Do you
maybe
agree?
he should normalize talking about it, and other people would also talk about how normal it is, and maybe we'll
Right.
all watch it too. So
Or just shut the fuck up and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
that's
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
JV, you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. It was weird that he made that tweet because everybody on Black Twitter just jumped after him for that. Like, how do you? Because what made his tweet so bad, it wasn't even so much like, oh, these women is what happened when you don't have God, all that. That was just that crazy conservative talk. But what made it so funny was when he threw in the word that I accidentally watched this video or accidentally heard this song. Like, what was he doing? Just flipping through the radio stations and went on Power 92 on accident and was like, oh my goodness, what is this I'm listening to? No, that was craziness. But
He's also about to accidentally try a piece of that cake.
pretty much, yeah. and also, I think too, what we have to be honest about as well. Like, people have to stop trying to have entertainers be role models for their kids.
Oh.
You have so many people who say things like, "Oh my God," but what about the kids? Like, okay, we enjoyed we understand that they're grown, but there's so many young girls looking up to them, and I can understand why people would say that, but at the same time, you have to understand that it's not Meg Thee Stallion's job or Cardi B or really any entertainer's job to raise your kid or to be
Talk
this
about
role
it.
model or standard for your kid. In the end of the day, their job is to entertain, and if their entertainment is, rapping about very sexual lyrics, then that's what they're doing. It's no different than John. We grew up as kids watching wrestling. They used to tell you, hey, don't try this at home. If you went home and hit your brother with a steel chair, that's not on. Right. That's not on Bret the Hitman Hart or Shawn Michaels or anybody like that. So
Right.
again, as a society, we have to do better about that. We always try to make entertainers raise our kids, and that's the job of the parents, the aunties, the uncles, and the grandparents, not the job of Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B. So that's just a bunch of hogwash, as we say here in the South.
Hogwash.
Where do you get that?
Okay, all right. So I think it's very problematic that men and women are trying to discredit these two females, right? They're trying to disrespect these two females. These are very prominent women of color just embracing being themselves.
Exactly.
Whatever that looks like, let them embrace it. Shit, either you like it, cool, or you don't, no problem. But you don't have to like demonize them for what they're doing. I think that's 100% some bullshit, right? And now, speaking of somebody getting discredited, Aaron, let me ask you this question, right? The other controversy of the video was young Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
Okay. There were about 6 other cameo appearances in said video, but only one that people had issues with is Kylie. So I want to know, in your opinion, why? Aaron, shoot the J.
People are sick of the Kardashian Jenner clan, and they didn't feel like her being in there really added anything. And I'll be honest, it didn't. She was just there, but she was there to basically get put into the media as, hey, there's a Kylie Jenner cameo in this video. You should watch this video. You're going to get that entire sect of people who seem to like the Kardashians, which is a weird sect of people. They're going to go and watch this video just to see her in there. But she was only in there for 5 seconds or something like that. So it's not like she was taken away from anything that was going on in the video. I can understand why people don't like it, because they just don't want to see her in there, don't want to bring more publicity to this. I think she's a billionaire now at this point. So they want to bring more to this lady in. But
were you cool with it? Or did you have an issue with it, or you couldn't care?
It didn't affect me. That was the whole thing. I was just there. She was just there.
Can I interject?
And I'll say she looks good, by the way.
Please.
I don't want anybody to get that. She
Shayla,
looks good.
please.
I was confused. I was confused.
Can
Real quick,
I-
Shayla, I was confused because I was like, "What? Was she gonna rap?" I thought she was gonna rap, but she just walked past it. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Didn't add anything.
Yeah, go ahead, Shayla.
Shayla, go ahead.
Okay, I just, for one thing, she's not a billionaire. Forbes did come out and say that's not true. She's not worth $1 billion. So let's just get that out the way. I didn't have a problem with her being in the video, though I'm not fond of the Kardashian Jenner clan. And I really understand, because the Kardashians are culture vultures, and people are tired of them dipping themselves in and out of the culture when they feel it appeases them. And the things that they do, Black women get vilified for all the time. You know, all their tanning and big asses and all of those things. So I completely understand the Kardashians are tired. I'm sorry. You know, I can completely understand why people were taken back and completely didn't want her to be in the video, especially when there were an array of women. I think Twitter suggested Jordyn Woods, which, I mean, if you guys saw the video of her that just went viral, why the hell not? She would have been the perfect person to put in that outfit in the video. She would have killed it. She honestly would have. And her and Megan, from what I know, were friends at the beginning of this year, or the beginning of when all that crap happened with her and the Kardashians. So I think she would have been a much better pick. And
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one, Shayla. I feel like they just could have picked a better person in general. I mean, I told Sean that, you know, I actually listened to the video or listened to the song first, and I was like, dang, this is my jam. Like, okay, I played it over and over, and then I watched the video, and everything made sense to me. And then when it got to that pause, I was like, why is she in this? Because I was like, I felt like the two were giving so much credit to Black female songwriters and artists and singers. And then I was just like, okay, what does Kylie have anything to do with this? Like, you could pick somebody way better to put on this platform. But
Cardi said that she wanted women of different races.
She wanted to represent different women. However, the logical path I was going down when I watched her video, I was putting together like, okay, musicians, songwriters, singers. So I didn't see what Kylie had anything to do with it. But then when she went the whole like, oh, influential, I was like, I guess if you see her as influential. Sure.
I actually liked her being in that, and I understand everybody made great valid points, but I liked her being in that because it's kind of Aaron mentioned, you bring in a whole swath of population that probably wouldn't normally be into that, which is the Kardashian brand, and whether people are sick of them or tired of them or whatever the case may be, they have a following that's out of this world. They are trendsetters. They are.
But they also piss people off, right? There's a petition out there that's got over 50,000 signatures just to remove Kylie's 10-second cameo.
And they're not going to do it.
They're not going to do it.
That cameo.
Exactly. And that's the thing. As much as they are hated, they are loved. So it's kind of go hand in hand. So I'm all for it. If you're going to talk about empowering women, go ahead and then include everybody. Don't, not include somebody like Kylie Jenner. So I'm here for it. I'm here.
Shayla, what's your response to JV?
I mean, he that's his prerogative. If he's here for it, I mean, I get the reason why he says what he says. I'm not here for it, but again, they're not going to change. They're not going to change anything about it. And I love Cardi and Meg, so they made a decision. They're not hurting nobody by having her in there, so it is what it is.
Where was Beyonce? That's the question that
That's
people
That'd have been nice.
come through. Where's Beyonce? That's the person. Now, had you had Beyonce Nove-Hove, whatever her last name is, had you had her,
Old Carter, so it's
Carter. Thank you. I thought it was Hove. I'm trying to join the Illuminati. But the point that I'm making is, had they had Beyonce Carter walk through there talking about I'm a stallion, I would have just died. I would have by the way, I would have died. Honestly,
I was waiting for it, Jamie.
I'm dead. Wait, the light didn't go out. I'm dead. I would have been dead had they had Beyonce in there. But no, I think the video, but overall, Sean, I think the video is beautiful. I think, it's unfortunate that a lot of people are criticizing it. But again, these two women, they did not reinvent the wheel. If you listen to some old school songs, one time I was in the car with my grandfather, this lady was talking about stealing somebody's husband. So people have been making songs about stealing folks' husband and sex and all that kind of stuff for decades. And it's not going to stop. And it didn't start with Cardi B and next.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? Because I'm not done with the Kylie point just yet. So Shayla, you made a good point about calling them culture vultures, right? The whole Kardashian clan, and you listed like them tanning more dark than normal, getting ass transplants or whatever.
The
right?
lips, everything.
Right. So Mary Claire, somebody called them culture stealing colonizers. Right, which is fucking makes sense based on what Shayla said, right?
Wonderful.
That sounds like it'd be a great book and a series.
But other than the point Shayla made, right? Do you agree with that? Or do you disagree with that?
No, I agree with that. I'm actually not the biggest fan of the Kardashians, but I'm just not. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just not into the Kardashian thing, like watching their lives and being like, oh my God, what is Kim eating? Like, I don't know. I've just never really been into that. I'm also just not the biggest fan of Kylie because when I think of her, I'm like, well, what does she stand for? What is she famous for? And all I can think of is how fake she is plastically and then her makeup. It'd be different if she like stood for something that was just like so far out there. Like, heck, it could be women's rights. But guess what? That's not what I think of when I think of Kylie. I think of her lip kit and her fake lips and her fake everything else. So it's just like, I just have a negative association because it doesn't stand for what I want it to, which that's okay. I guess everyone has a different hero and role model in their mindset, but I just would have liked if Cardi and Megan took a even more influential woman and utilized that time to put her on the pedestal, because I just feel like Kylie kind of cheated her way into being influential woman, if that makes sense.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. And I respect Shayla and I respect Mary Claire, but I disagree with that because the Kardashians, again, let me use my favorite saying of the day, they did not reinvent the wheel either. It has been forever that white culture has always porched off of black culture and made it successful. You can go back to the Harlem Renaissance for that. So to try to make the Kardashians as the poster childs for stealing black culture and trying to be like black women, and now they have made it successful where a lot of black women have always been talked about their body shapes or their chests or their lips or whatever the case may be. This isn't brand new at all. White folks have been doing that since the beginning of time. But
we're not saying it's not.
No, wait, hold on, real quick, Jay, because I want to just make my point real quick, right? Because what you're about to say, it makes sense. However, again, I'm not knocking the Jenner Kardashian clan hustle, but there's certain things that you shouldn't do, right? So they'll wear their hair in braids, right, just for fun as a costume, right? When women like Shayla can't go to a damn job interview wearing braids because she'll get looked at sideways potentially, right? Or she will bite designer brands from somebody and not give the Black-owned business credit until she gets backlash. And then she'll give them the credit after the fact, right? She's done that multiple times. So in my mind,
the
JV,
entire Kardashian clan has done that.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, JV. Go ahead.
I'm not. Again, let me make sure I make that clear.
Let me make sure I'm perfectly clear. Okay.
No. I get that. I'm not disagreeing with the fact that they have done these things and that's how they made their fame and their success. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying let's not just ostracize them either, because they aren't the only people. Big word. They are not the only ones who have done that forever. I feel like us as Black culture, we should always empower ourselves and try to embrace ourselves when it comes to that, because white people have always bit off our music. Let's go back to Justin Timberlake, which is one of my favorite artists.
Yikes.
He was always accused of taking that soul, that Black music, and then putting it on Kiss FM and making money off of it, where artists struggling to get on Power 92 in Chicago. So again, I'm not disagreeing. I'm disagreeing with that. And then lastly, when Mary Kay is talking about how fake Kylie Jenner is and this, that, and the other, let's not put other women down. You can't one voice. You can't one. Wait.
Maybe you just became a feminist?
Wait. Yes, I did. You can't say in one voice, I'm all for women this, and then if a woman decides to do something with her lips, or a woman decides to do something with her behind or her chest, now you want to put her down? Come on now. You as a woman shouldn't be saying that.
In the words of my sister Morgan, first and foremost, I did not put her down just for being fake. I'm just saying, when I think of what is she known for, that's all I know her for. So when I'm thinking of influential woman, I don't think that all of that means you're influential. So what she's trying to portray is that you need to look like all that in order to be an influence. I don't agree with that. That's a whole different message to women. Okay?
Mary Claire's opinion,
Share,
doesn't take anything away from the Kardashians. It doesn't take anything away from Kylie. It doesn't take anything away from feminism either. She's not saying like Kylie needs to go jump off a cliff and die. It's just, what are you contributing to society? And you don't have to be really contributing anything to be a valuable woman, but goddamn, with a name like yours and with a position like yours, like all of the Kardashian Jenner clan, y'all should be doing something better. At least if you're going to steal from our culture, Kim Kardashian, give something back to the culture. So
she has. She has. Wait. I don't want to overtalk anybody, but she has. It was Kim Kardashian who flew on a plane with Donald and met with the president and released a lot of Black women.
And I understand that. So no one is taking away from that. But in that same vein, though, what I'm saying is Kim is not the only one who in that family who's profiting off of dipping in Black culture, but she's the only one who's maybe doing something about it. You've got Khloe, you've got Kendall, you've got Kylie, and any of the other Kardashians that are running around, and they aren't doing shit. Just to be honest,
I just think that it's unfortunate, and I don't. Again, Aaron, please jump in. I just think it's unfortunate that sometimes people feel as though that because the Kardashians are who they are, that they can't be powerful in their own way. That last name is a brand by itself, and regardless of how people feel about it, that last name is a brand. So we have to respect that brand. So no, when Rihanna does something, I don't look at Rihanna and say, "What do you contribute?"
But Rihanna gives back so much, though.
Wait, hold on. I don't want to talk about Rihanna right now. So, Aaron, do you agree with Shaylin Bay Claire? Or do you agree with JV?
I'm kind of in between on it.
Oh, Mary Claire is in between.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say it. No. Listen.
No, you have to pick a side, or you can't leave the show. That's the rule. We came up with that rule. Remember?
Okay. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Then I don't agree with you, Mary Claire.
Oh well, damn.
How's that sound? I just don't agree with you. Period.
Thank you. Don't agree with me.
I don't. Kylie doesn't have to be this game breaker, world changer. That's not what she has to do. What she does in her lane is what she does. She's an influencer because people just want to be like her. It doesn't mean they want to have her body. That's fine. Maybe they just want to have her status, her fame, her money, whatever it is. She has influence. All right.
And I understand that. Nobody's taking away from the Kardashians' influence. I get that.
It feels like Mary Claire did.
Oh,
Mary Claire definitely did.
Go ahead,
My biggest
Shayla.
thing is
Mary
just
Claire
Go ahead,
definitely did.
Shayla.
the profiting off of Black culture, like without giving anything back to Black culture at all, except for children, is just, it's got to be something
That's true.
else.
Thank
It's
you.
got
I
to
don't
be
disagree
something
with that.
else.
And
I
again,
don't disagree
that's
with that.
yeah.
But
I don't-
I love how JB and Aaron are like mad about my opinion. But what I'm saying is I'm not disappointed in Kylie in this point of view. I'm disappointed that Megan and Cardi chose Kylie to be the spot that she was in the video, because
Okay.
I just felt that was a powerful moment in the video itself. And if anything, I would have rathered any of those women on that part except for Kylie. You could have put Kylie at the end or in the background, how you did some of those other girls. But I just felt that the part she played in the physical video didn't make sense to me with where
Aaron,
it
go
was
ahead.
going.
Aaron,
That's
go.
it.
What my thing was gonna be, I want to ask Mary Claire, if you don't like Kylie being in there at that point where she was basically given the spotlight, who do you think should have been given the spotlight that would have achieved the exact same thing that Megan and Cardi were trying to achieve?
Well, they wanted to achieve what like you said, influence.
They wanted to get someone in there who would bring more viewers to the video that would not have normally gone and
You
saw
could
that
have put
video.
Beyonce.
No.
Those same people who like Beyonce,
No,
those same people who like Beyonce, they like Cardi and Megan as well.
exactly.
Okay.
So,
So it has to be someone who's not a part of that audience who will bring in.
Okay, then
an
you know
audience.
what? If that was her purpose, then props to her, because she utilized a white person, and she was like, you know what? I know dumbass people that don't pay attention to me are gonna type in Kylie and watch my shit, and then I'm gonna get noticed. So
Nah,
she
somebody
is
said she
utilizing
should have
it
put
in a different way.
motherfucking Betty White on that shit. And I agree.
She did put Betty White too.
Can I just say this, Sean?
That was funny as hell.
Sean, I just want to say this. Why not put one of the most influential individuals out of Hollywood, if not the most influential individual in Hollywood when it comes to young women? Why not put her there? And I think it was good on Cardi, good on Meg to put her there, because when you say Kylie Jenner, that name is known universal no matter what language you speak. The same
Her name holds weight.
The
holds
same
weight.
can be said about Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B. And
Okay,
that's
but why
the thing on that.
is she influential in your guys' eyes? Like, why?
Why is she
I mean, it's the
influential?
show.
Go
It's,
to
it's the
Instagram.
reality show. It's her Instagram. It's her lip kits. It's everything you said. But that doesn't take away from the fact that she
No,
is
I just want to
influential.
know what makes her so influential that she was the only option and that she is the biggest.
Someone said only
That's-
option.
again,
No one said only
again,
option. No one said only option.
Again, Mary Claire, I asked you the question earlier.
And you didn't
Who
have an
else
answer.
could she have put in that spot?
And you didn't have an
Literally
answer.
Anyone else?
Who
I
else?
literally
Anyone
said-
else? There
I
has to
literally
be an-
said
anyone
Beyonce.
else.
Who?
But
I
Beyonce's not
I
going to
said
get
Jordan
that
Woods.
thing.
I said
Jordan Woods might have
Woods.
gotten that. Jordan Woods might have gotten that. That's a good answer, Shayla.
That's a
I'm
good
sorry,
answer.
Commend you
I
on
didn't know that Aaron made the final decision of who was the most
Anybody-
influential
anybody-
woman.
Anybody else have
Wait,
an
stop.
opinion on that?
Hold on, hang on. Everybody, hang on. Everybody chill the fuck out for 2 seconds. Mary Claire got asked a specific question, right? She gave an answer that didn't meet what Aaron's question was. Am I understanding that correctly?
Correct.
Shayla said Jordan Woods. That kind of met what Aaron was asking, right?
Correct.
Aaron, yes.
I
Okay,
go
cool,
back to
cool.
Betty White.
Sure. Sure.
But go ahead, JV. Wrap it up.
I'll wrap it up. I'll just say, but just like always, when you ask Mary Claire a very direct question and you say,
yeah.
who should be in that role, Mary Claire, I don't know, anybody, Betty White, whoever. The question was simple. Who would have been? And she can't answer that question. Why? Because she know herself, Kylie Jenner was the only choice that you could have put right there.
There could have been a
JV.
plethora of people right there. Jordan
Who?
Woods wasn't
Other
the
than-
only
okay.
person.
No.
It could have been
JB, we could have put your ass on
Like
that
y'all
damn
said, it could have
pedestal.
been Nicki Minaj.
I don't know about that one.
And we know
Try
that it
not
wasn't
JV.
going to be, but they could have done anybody. Anybody
So,
could have
all
been.
right.
They could have
So
put Kris
let's-
Jenner in that spot.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Honestly.
So
Honestly.
let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Thank you,
Let's wrap it
Shayla,
up.
for giving us an answer. Unlike
Oh my God.
Those
Well, maybe if I wasn't cut off so much,
Fantastic.
maybe I could have time to give an answer, but that's okay.
Well, hold up. So hold on. Don't do that, right? Because you weren't cut
Right.
off. You had
You
time to
were cut
answer.
off. You had a lot
And
of
I
time.
said an answer and it wasn't good enough for you. So
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Right.
Wait,
I'm
You're
sorry
gonna
that
get
my
the
answer was not good enough.
It's the same audience. That's
Enough,
the only
enough,
reason.
enough. We're gonna wrap this conversation up, right? Because we can go on for this for hours, right? And hours and
Right.
hours.
Mhm.
But it is what it is right now. So let's wrap it up, right? With our final thoughts. It could have something to do with the topic. It could have nothing to do with the topic at all. Shayla, as our guest, we'll start with you. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, so my final thought this time around is I have another Black woman I want you all to support. There is a book coming out August 11th called Finding Freedom, and it is about Meghan Markle and her husband Prince Harry escaping the UK and the royal family. Please support that book. It is Harry and Meghan approved. Not that they need any endorsement at all, but there's been so much bad press about this Black woman. So let's uplift her. Let's support her. You can pre-order the book today, and it'll ship out on August 11th from Amazon. That's it.
Boom. I appreciate that. I'll be in line and grab that. No problem. Mary Claire, what you got?
I am so glad that you did that, Shayla, because I also would like to take the time to shout out some awesome young business owners. I went to school with them. One of them is Kia Baker, and she has her own photography business. She is a beautiful young Black woman who I graduated from the same college with, and her photography is top of the line. Like, you got to book her. She's a phone call away. You need to hit her up. And then you got my homeboy, Dakari. He is... The chef is in the kitchen. Y'all, you need to book him for your catering events because that food is fire. And I can't wait until he comes to Houston and cooks for me. That's all I got to say. You can find both of their pages on my Facebook, both Kia Baker for her photography and Dakari for his catering.
Your boyfriend gonna let another man cook for you?
Shoot, he better because we both gonna be eating it.
All right, JV, go ahead.
I would just like to talk about this flying cockroach that flew into my car when I was driving to the mall. And we don't know if it's still in the car. We're going to launch an investigation tonight at 10 o'clock. You want to make sure you tune in. We want to find out exactly how did the roach get into the car? Why is this roach in the car? And how is it going to be killed? You want to make sure you stay tuned to our news class tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock to figure out how did Joshua Benson survive a terrifying situation.
Sounds
I feel bad for the cockroach.
Jesus Christ. Aaron, go ahead, bro.
I'd just like to take this time to spotlight something that Montana 300 JV, your friend, said yesterday on the Twitters, because you alluded to it, but I just want to put it out there. This man said, women who have an OnlyFans will never find a true king who genuinely likes/loves you. You are automatically disqualified. A queen carries herself as such at all times, already moving that way before she met her king. Act like a peasant for the public, and kings will treat you that way.
I agree.
Yikes. Oh, God.
That's going to be next episode's topic.
Gross, JV. That's gross. I think it's completely gross.
Anyway. No, we'll touch on that more next episode.
We'll touch about next episode, but don't do my friend Boo Boo. Don't come for him. He come for you.
Hey, I listen to his music. I listened to his music today. 2 songs.
Gang,
trash.
Gang.
Both trash.
Nigga, please.
Funny
as
hell.
Trash.
All right,
trash.
Can we say nigga please on this show? Because nigga please.
Stop. Please stop. Please stop.
Okay.
Please stop.
Sorry.
So wrap it up with a couple things. For my final thought, from January 1st up until about August 5th or 6th, right? I can count on one hand how many times I didn't drink in that window. I'm being super serious right now. It was really, really bad for me.
Whoa.
Okay. But for the last 3 days, I haven't had a drop of alcohol. And I'm on my journey for the next 75 days total to try to go alcohol free.
Right,
so wish me luck on my journey. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. I appreciate any support. But yeah, it's time to change my lifestyle so I can live a little bit longer. You feel me?
Are you changing your lifestyle or are you trying to win $200? How you doing?
Well, so
money's the best motivator, man.
I'm like, can I be with you? How you doing? Are you trying? Are you really trying? How you doing?
So wouldn't me not drinking for 75 days straight still change my lifestyle and I come up $200?
Yes.
Right, so I need both.
Because you're going to be drinking on the 76th day.
He actually going to be doubling that money because he might get 200 and he's going to save all that money from buying all that liquor.
There you go.
That's true. Okay, you know what?
They can really support everybody except JV. JV, you can go
No, I'm just playing.
No. And world, this is why we're all alcoholics, because JV's attitude.
No, we love you, Sean. Good luck on your whatever you want to call it, journey.
And on that note, we're going to wrap up episode 12. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys' support. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share with us on social media. Please leave comments on the WAP video, on Kylie Jenner, Mary Claire's constant not answering. Let us know what you guys think about the conversation. But until next time, Chicago, peace out.
Peace.
Oh.